In 1950, you couldn't simply drive your car over a bridge on the Intercoastal Waterway.
So they used these cable ferries, is what this is here in Ocean Isle Beach.
To those on the mainland, it was known as the Brick Landing Ferry, but here on the island, it was simply the Ocean Isle Ferry, a barge-like boat where an operator guided people and their cars across the water using ropes and pulleys.
He would pull them across, unload, and wait for either a car to come back from the island to the mainland or come back to the mainland and wait for another trip over.
Retired civil engineer Gerald Strickland says the historic ferry fascinates him.
It did intrigue me to see how people use their ingenuity to get something done.
He built the model featured in the exhibit, but for the museum, it's so much more than that. It's a direct look into the past of the area.
This particular exhibit was one of the first connects to the island of Ocean Isle Beach.
A look back to a simpler time.
It was inconvenient, but back then time was not as precious as it is now, they say.
Strickland says he hopes his model can teach people what island life was like back in the 1950s, and the ferry was a huge part of that life until Hurricane Hazel in 1954.
Hazel completely washed the ferry and all its cables and everything aground on the mainland side.
After the storm, Ocean Isle rebuilt the ferry, but by 1959, a bridge was constructed for easier access, and the cable ferry became, well, history. Museum staff say they hope the exhibit encourages those who remember the ferry to come out and share their experiences.
So we hope to have lots of stories and be able to put those stories in our historical repertoire.
An interactive exhibit that will help keep history alive. In Ocean Isle, Taylor Yakowenko, WWAY News Channel 3.